saying?
Alrighty, you guys. Yeah. Alrighty, you guys. This one right fucking here is glorious, okay? So, Barry admits he's a parts order. He admits that he lied about putting all his sheet metal in. He lies about having this car sandblasted. Because that car looked like it was sandblasted at all.
Hold on, folks. Maybe Barry did have the bottom of it sandblasted, and he just sprayed it. He didn't, put no DTM on it or anything like that. You know what I mean? He just sprayed regular paint on it, and that's why it's so rusty.
But I do want to say this.
That's why he did.
You want to say this?
I mean, maybe he really did. I mean,
Barry,
that would explain a lot.
Barry, today I dealt with an individual on here that you have more, and I'm going to give you props, and somebody's going to hate on me for this. I'm not. You're still a pedo. You're still racist. I still think you're a piece of shit, and I still hate your guts.
As far as mechanic ability goes.
As far as the shit you talk, this man is stupider than you. That's all I got to say on that. Because
you're even more of a likable person, man.
I have never once fucking heard you say that compression has to do with oil viscosity. Never heard it.
And you can't wrap your fucking head around. Listen, man, if your cylinders wash out more than a couple times, you're going to have engine problems. Whether it starts smoking after that, it starts burning oil, whatever. Because once your cylinder wall is washed out, that means there's no lubricant. There's no fine film between your cylinder wall and the rings. Now, that's metal-to-metal contact.
Now, Barry, you're still a stupid bastard. I still dislike you. I still think you're a racist pedophile. And I still think all your cars are piles of shit. But I did find somebody that is dumber than you. Which I didn't think I could.
All right, guys. Welcome back to Barry's Garage.
Yeah, he's even more arrogant than
coming back. And we appreciate all the views from the video of driving this car. We really appreciate it. The likes and the comments. So we got out here today, thought we'd get a little motivated. And we swapped out that small chrome area.
Dad, look at the fender bolts.
It had rust on it. And then we took this glass fuel filter out.
They're Allen's.
I don't want to show it, but there it is.
So the people that you sent the car off to lose the that shit, or what? Did you lose all the body bolts?
Universal. Now the problem is this has 5/16 lines coming off the fuel pump.
Ready? Listen to
this. It's got a 3/8 hose coming up to the pump here, right there. Because I enlarged it was factory 3/8. It was a factory 5/16 fuel line. And I upgraded to a 3/8.
Now I don't know anything. Like on serious note, I don't know if this would affect this or not. Look how tight that is. As that motor shakes, is that gonna be a problem?
Supposed to have a little slack in it, yeah.
I mean, it's super tight right now.
If it's super tight, yeah, it could be a problem.
Like, look how tight it is.
But it's 3/8 from here all the way back to the tank.
So tight it is.
Line and the hose. So then it goes into the fuel pump. Comes out of the 5/16 line. So I literally shoved a 3/8 fuel filter on you can see how bulged it is right there, on a 5/16 line. So it was like putting 5 pounds of shit in a 2.5 pound bag.
You should be really good at that, Barry.
I made it fit. I crammed it in there.
Now,
yeah, at least you got going in the right direction this time.
Now, I want to say something. Anybody worth their salt would do a better job bending that line.
So we're going to have to change all these hoses too.
You want that line as close to your block and as clean as you can get it.
That's waiting to happen.
So, there's something else we're going to do. Radiator hose is kind of soft. We're probably going to be looking at a new upper radiator hose.
And he's so fucking lazy. Look, you couldn't even pull them wires off.
And the man does all this not to drive the car.
Well, at the fan belt.
That's not good. Yeah, we're probably looking at a water pump soon. We didn't put no lubricant in it. And I told people about it, and I'm the worst one that there is for preventive maintenance. I don't do what I should do. This car was driven every day, and
fucking 30 years ago.
Here's a butt tag on it.
Body tag is what I call them, but apparently they're called a butt tag. I've always heard people say body tag, but maybe Ford's is different.
Called a butt tag.
Called a body tag, but
yeah. Now it had a VIN number dent in the apron over there.
This is glorious.
But since I replaced the aprons,
he did it, you guys.
I wasn't smart enough to cut that VIN number out and weld it back into the new panel. So these have been replaced. The front, what they call aprons. The rears were passed. You can see that right there. And I had it left like that for a reason. There was a reason I left it like that. I just could have ground down and smoothed it. But my buddy Johnny Morehouse's brother, I think, or Johnny himself, did the Morehouse did the welding on it. And I was just
welder.
Didn't spot weld.
A professional welder welded out like that.
And didn't spot weld anything as far as your
Is he still in business?
I mean, shock towers, or whatever you want to call them on that. Shock towers, what I'd call them. Strut towers, whatever the fuck you want to call those junk things. Literally welding them at the scene instead of spot welding them like they should have been. The easiest fucking thing in the world, spot welding.
I heard Barry say 30 fucking times he did all welding.
Yeah. He says it a minute ago. I wasn't smart enough to put the VIN number in the thing. So, why didn't you just pick a phone and say, hey, I want that VIN number put into that fucking shock tower? Or apron.
That's Barry's weld.
I'm proud of my friends, you know, and I was happy with the weld. I didn't care if it was. I sandblasted the whole compartment. This engine was out. The bar
more
was
bullshit.
Sandblasted. The horn underneath the car was sandblasted. Then it was all sprayed with some kind of special black primer and then painted. So this was all gloss.
You're bullshit.
And it's not supposed to be.
Look at that car. Do y'all think that sandblaster's ever been took to any body panel of that car?
I don't buy it. But I'm saying, look, why is the paint so bumpy? Why do you see old paint under new paint? I mean, there's paint lines everywhere.
And look, you see where the spot welds are supposed to be. Holes are there.
Right. I mean, they left the holes for the spot welds. Oh, no way. Holy shit. Check this out, man. What the fuck was the point of that? Is that old sheet metal that you reuse like used sheet metal? I mean, why is there holes drilled perfectly through the apron and perfectly through your shock tower? Or do those bolt on this?
No, those weld on, spot weld on. What you're seeing is
It almost looks like somebody tried to weld in that one and then they gave up. And
spot weld is the easiest thing to do like that.
that apron came off that car and they put it back on. I don't know why I took it off, but you can see. Look, you can see where the drill bit rounded out there, but see where the tip barely poked through?
I know why.
Why?
I'm going to bet money on it. Because they probably didn't know Barry had wiped it out, and they probably welded on there, and the fender wouldn't match up. So they had to bolt the fender to it to get the fender to the line halfway decent. Or no, your frame rail would stay in place. So, I don't know.
I mean, you can see where the drill bit rounded out here, and where the tip just barely poked through the hole on that one and that one. You can see it went all the way through on that one. So that's been took off the car previously.
But it's my car, and I don't really, conform to other people's standards.
And you can actually see where they welded the seam at.
These are my standards.
If you look really close.
I wanted my car.
Yeah.
And that's what I did. I painted it with gloss black, and that's what I wanted. So, you got a fuel filter on there and an air filter on there, and the Mach 1 keeps making progress. So, I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I guess I'll just throw it up in the...
Save it for later.
Right now. I have my choice of putting this chrome air cleaner on.
Chrome won't get you home.
And that was the one that came off, but yuck.
Why I hate chrome right there. Especially cheap chrome like that.
One here. But it's a low rider. I don't like that. I could have changed the bottom of it still, but I know what's going to happen to it. As soon as I put it on that car,
nope, that's it. There's Superman.
And bye chrome. Hello rust.
So Bear, I had a question. Are you Superman and Mr. Obvious, your Clark Kent, Clint, or whatever the fuck his name is? Or is it vice versa?
This fender was black primer. Looks like rust now. It is, but there's black under it.
And moss.
Try to do something with that. At least get it black again.
That's
I'm
too
going
far
to get
gone.
the other one patched up a little bit. I think I'm going to patch up a little Bob Martin's fender.
Or you fill it full of Bondo, but how do you get rust out all the pits?
In the factory one, of course you can't tell with the doors all caved but it fits better. That's an aftermarket over there. This is an original Ford fender, so we're just going to patch it.
And it's junk.
We're not gonna, try to put another one on it or buy a new one. We don't have the money. Our funds are limited. I just happen to have
big time YouTuber though.
Around in the filter. Otherwise, we wouldn't have that today. So.
I mean, look at the separation.
Our price of parts.
It's fucking insane.
That I've collected over the years.
But that's been sandblasted.
In that garage.
And it's worse on the driver's and passenger. The passenger side don't help us, but the driver's side
be a hoarder. I wouldn't have that. I wouldn't have that fuel filter, that air filter.
You're a fucking hoarder of everything. Listen to this though. He admits to everything.
I am what I am, and that's all that I am. I'm a part collector, parts.
So you're a pedophile and a fucking racist. So you admitted to it. Thank you, Barry. I appreciate it. Finally heard it here, folks. He is what he is.
I'm damn proud of it.
He is who he is.
You don't like it? Well, you know what? We're not asking you to watch.
Yes, you are.
If you don't like it.
You big motherfuckers do.
So,
subscribe to your shit. Watch your shit.
I'm going to insert somewhere in this vicinity a short title from one of his shorts. And he says, please subscribe. Please. Daddy needs subscribers. Because Mako and Austin and all them guys, they're growing every day and we're staying the same.
We only like the people that like us. We don't like the people that are, oh, look what he's doing to that car. Crybabies, we call it.
So there's more people before us, Barry. I feel fucking saddened by that. I thought I was the first one in your ass about that. Jesus. So more people feel like you're destroying cars. Yes.
We're a small little channel, little father and son show.
Yeah, all father now. Son barely makes an appearance.
I'm 60 years old.
Trying to fuck little kids, yep.
And I moved in here.
Listen to this, though.
12 years ago.
Listen.
And I had all these cars. I had brought them all here.
Listen.
And that one, of course, came out running. I had to bring it in on a tow truck. And it was rolled back over here. I don't think I brought that one itself here. And then Augie's from a company called Augie's Towing.
Listen.
I think Augie's the one that brought that one over here. My mother contracted a tow company to kind of help me out with all the cars. There was just too many cars, and I was too overwhelmed. And
you're a bitch, Barry.
See what I mean? He does a video where he talks about these cars. This is my life's work. I brought 90% of these cars here with that gray truck or white truck.
As a matter of fact,
I mean,
he says his white truck brought all them cars there.
His mom contracted a tow company to move them cars there. They didn't only buy him the fucking house, man.
Spent $31,000.
Put insurance on the house and everything. They paid to have the cars moved. He couldn't even do that.
Why the fuck won't you pay that and have cars moved for me there, fucker?
I do. And when you're done, I mean, I would. I mean,
Jesus, you're slacking here.
No, it wouldn't teach you shit.
Didn't have a lot of time to do it. And so...
No, because you fucked over your friend, shot holes in his walls, left his house in shambles. I mean, this is a friend of yours, though, right? You're a fucking piece of shit. You wouldn't know what a true friend would be if it would bitch in the ass.
People. Somebody made a comment the other day on my channel about, you don't have zoning problems. Dude, you have no clue what problems I had with the zoning over the years.
Listen, I firmly believe this is America. You should be able to own what you want, from guns to cars to motorcycles, without anybody telling you what you can and can't do on your property with what you own. But at the same time, if I wasn't into this, I understand that rich people that own $1 million houses, 6-figure houses, don't want to drive by people like my house, and even worse, people like Barry's houses. I understand that. But at the same time, you should want to own what you want to own. But they have the right to complain and not want to look at it. You have the right to own what you want to own. But they also have the right to send zoning down on you. That's their right.
There's so much heartache and pain. Words can't even begin to describe it, okay?
You're a
First
bitch.
car I ever drove, had to get rid of it because of zoning.
Because you're a bitch.
There you go. How do you like that?
How would you play to insure them, buddy? And then they can't do nothing to fuck about it.
Fuck them people. Fuck those township
fuck
people.
You, Barry.
Those zoning
Listen
people.
to this. This is glorious.
Screw them all. They're all in
Listen to this.
together. You know, just like the police are in cahoots. You know, screw all them people.
Listen to this.
Better stay the fuck away from me, is all I can tell you.
This is glorious.
I've been harassed by these people so much.
Fucking glorious.
Life that, you know, I am the way I am because of them. You know, I've had to fight and tooth and nail to keep these cars. And I finally got a place where I belong. You know, I got an old farm and no one bothers me out here. There's no zoning. My property's unzoned. So I finally got to be where I needed to be, you know, where I finally spread my wings and fluster, you know. Flourish, you know. So that guy don't know what he's talking about. Talking about me and zoning. You have no clue what I've been through. I got zoning people still to this day going, I ran him out of Dodge City. I ran him out of town. No, you didn't.
Listen to this.
You didn't run me out. I left because I was sick of you people. Not because you ran.
So, in other words, Barry, they ran you out. That's what that means, to run you out.
Ran me out. I left because I found a better place to go.
I try to clean it up, Barry.
There you go. So we got the fuel filter on, the air filter on. Get back to the slave and grind here. We need to find an oil filter for it. I thought I found one a minute ago, and it was for Chevy. It was for Chevy. We call Chevrolet around here Chevy. Chubby, Chevy. It's just a joke. We love Chevys. We love Chevys.
How would that be a put down to Chevy?
Chevrolets, General Motors.
Fucking
Well,
confused.
them all. We like Plymouth. We like Ford. We like
The Rust Runner.
You know, there's a Valiant. You know, we like Dodge, Chrysler, Plymouth, Mopar. We like them all. We like Buicks, Oldsmobiles. There's nothing we don't like. See if we can't find.
He even likes little kids, folks.
I haven't been in here all year, so it's liable to. Something's liable to jump out at you, so be careful, everybody.
Country
Hold
boy,
on to
though.
your
Let's scare a little
G-string.
fucking snake or spider. Or bee.
Oh. Oh my God. Oh God, my motorhome's a wreck.
Want y'all to look how much mouse shits on the floor of this motorhome. And imagine if you had smell-o-vision right now.
Lordy, Lordy. I wish I could have stayed 40. Do we even have lights in here anymore?
Wish you'd hit 80 and drop. Or
Should have
60,
some kind of
60
battery
fucking
lights.
2 and drop.
So I could find stuff in here. Where's my lights? Yeah. Here we got lights. Need some more. Need more light.
Look at how packed and just cluttered this fucker is.
Should be a
that's
witch
just-
filter here somewhere.
Like, why the bags? Why the fucking... all this junk? He's got a woman's purse. Who the fuck you steal that from, Barry? Your mom, probably. Or one of Ryan's girlfriends. The only two he's ever had.
All right.
Look at the mouse shit.
Gonna make our way out here without tripping and falling over stuff.
He is so fucking lazy. When he goes to push it in there, he can't walk up the stairs.
51515. That's a Ford. How do I know? Well, I used to work at parts stores.
Hey, I got a buddy that's a Ford guy. Hey,
You could
fast
give me
thing.
a
Is that the part number for
and
a
I
Ford
could tell you
filter?
The part number to the parts that you wanted. That's how good I was at one time doing that. At that time, that's what my my life consisted of. That's what made my life whole. Was working at a parts store.
Not being a father, not being a grandfather, working at a parts store. You can see where Barry's priorities have been his whole life.
At the time. We got our filter.
You actually have to be there to be a father, so, or a dad.
Taking to see my buddy Lauren, see if he can patch it. And I got this other battery operated dirt thing, and I put a couple batteries in it and I got a couple old ones that came out of my pit bike, and I've been charging them.
Maybe I also find it creepy. He's got electric pit bikes or electric dirt bike things for like children, like little kids.
Now we just need oil.
I also find it creepy. Like he bought that shit and took it out of the hands of a child that could fucking ride it.
And this is a lot better oil filter than what was on there. Wix is one of the best.
I'm shocked you could afford a Wix, but here in a minute you're going to explain that when your mom was alive, you could afford that shit. But since the gravy train ended, so's your money.
Supposed to have a better reputation.
I mean, I got
So we got to dig up the hole
they
now.
buy him the property, but
And,
he was overwhelmed after that, and they had to pay to bring the cars too.
Exactly. And that wouldn't have been no cheap fucking deal.
No, hell no. Not even back in.
It's going to take 8 quarts.
But Ryan was fucking entitled to everything.
I mean,
Barry was entitled to something.
Man. 8 quarts. It's got to have that zinc in it too. It can't be no.
Hey, I have a question to fucking Fast Stain or anybody else on here that's a Ford guy. Does that year a Mach 1 hold 8 quarts for a stock
If it don't have
pan?
the zinc in it, you don't want to put it in that motor. You're going to wipe the cam out. And lifters.
Wait, Barry, I thought ZDDP was the quiet lifters.
What we got here? No. Wrong truck. Wrong truck, wrong vehicle. I just got to remember which one is in. Yeah. But I had that 8 quarts of wool. Ow.
Does that car factory take 8 quarts?
Oh. Man, that's going to be a pain. What's that? Open the door up and sparks come flying out.
That, the other parts look like a box of trash.
Okay. And this is zinc high, zinc oil. One of them is. I don't know about the other. Shut. Oh. Ah, shut. So there's 2, some STP that I want.
Damn, Barry could sell them Dodge taillights and Dakota taillights. What the fuck?
Some pins full.
Yeah, from 1982.
There.
I'm betting it's used oil. I'm betting it's used oil.
Corn.
I bet it's not. I bet they just
Look at that jug.
Here. Huh?
Look at the jug. When the fuck was the last time you seen a jug like that?
I think we got enough oil. That's only 4 quarts because it's down a quart. But back over here, there's another 4 or 5 quart. 4 or 5 quarts there of that high zinc 2050. If I get my butt up in there, get it. Oh, yeah, I got it. Come here to daddy. Oh. Yeah, this one has a rope. So, yeah. We got the oil. It's just archives of oil that I've stockpiled and kept back when things were really good.
Listen.
When things were better for me. So.
Yeah, well, Mom was buying everything.
I've been
Every
saving this
fucking
wool
tea.
and this filter. And this STP. I always like this STP. Richard Patty used it.
Sit on the counter, make my
What's that? No, that's some 10W30. We won't put that in there. We're going to go with 5 quarts there, 6. And then we'll add that to it. And then we'll put a couple quarts of this
Look.
oil unless we're going to have.
When was the last time you seen a jug like that?
I got 2050 in the house of this Valvoline racing oil. VR1, even though I don't like Valvoline.
Listen to this.
I really don't. Valvoline was made by a company called Ashland, and back in the day, that oil kind of ruined a lot of ruined a lot of engines. They didn't change the oil properly, and it sludged up and caused.
All oil does that. If you fucking run it for a gajillion fucking years.
I'm trying to give Barry any credit.
All kinds of problems.
There probably is something. My mom used to say the same shit about
bad name.
Valvoline, man.
My
She would never
opinion
use
on that.
Valvoline in her engine.
I mean, they've definitely cleaned their act up and
Either babbling or
rolled better, but I still got a
babbling.
little itch in the back of my head, you know, warning me, you know. Watch out for that valvoline. This oil don't get changed in this car, you know, because I haven't driven it in years. It was changed, oil was brand new in it.
I want you to listen to what he said it smells like.
Ooh. Yeah, it doesn't look very good.
Take your guesses. What do you think he's going to say it smells like?
Taste. Smells like gas. Yeah.
But them rings are sealing.
Yeah, we're going to change that oil. Get that oil out. I think we're going to do a carburetor swap on it. We have another carburetor in the house.
All the way up to seal. So when he starts his car all the time, he's starting it up.
Get
The
that
rings
old
ain't even
carburetor
sitting
up
on
here
the
and put
balls,
another
dude. I
one on
mean,
pressure. We got
his cylinders are washed out. Guaranteed his are
651
washed
double
out.
pumper. And that's only a
It's been stuck
750
25 times.
single pump.
I mean,
And that's a vacuum secondary. The other ones are manual secondary. So
Mechanical?
it's a lot better than the vacuum. Plus, it's got a double pumper, and this is just a single pump. It might be too much fuel, but we're going to find out. This thing's 30 over. Got a little different cam in it that the engine builder spec'd out.
Okay, Barry. Why they do the heads?
PRW flat tops. We'll find out. We'll find out if that's
You can bore an engine all you want. You can put
All right, guys, we're not
whatever
gonna
you
bore you
want
with
to
the whole
cam in.
thing. We're gonna
But if
jump
your
off
heads
here.
don't do no more than what it did
Get our
originally,
pin.
it's kind of point. I mean, you're going to get a little more power, but
So,
I mean,
last video of the night. Hope you guys had a great night. Fuck you, Barry. Leave them kids alone. Just you being a fucking loser and a louch.
and I want to know what you meant by back when better times were better. You mean when mom was alive and she was buying the shit for you? And how the fuck was you overwhelmed when somebody just gave you fucking 40 G's and set your future in motion where you never had to worry again as long as you paid your taxes? How was you still overwhelmed?
Well, get this, Dad. Did you hear what he said? Did you hear what he said?
And he had a tow truck and a car truck.
Yo, did you hear what he said? He goes, ready for this? He goes, he ran me, they say they ran me out of town. You didn't run me out of town. I got sick of dealing with you. That in and of itself is running you out of town. And how old do you think that yellow jug of fucking oil is? I've never seen a fucking a Pennzoil.
90s. I mean, I have no idea. You ever seen Pennzoil oil?
I think they still sell it.
I don't know if they do or not. I haven't looked.
Barry, put up a video tomorrow, man. I'd love to fucking.
Barry, they still sell Pennzoil?
I'd love to roast you, dude. Sandblast it, but look at the fucking separation between this cow and the fire.
If you look at the driver's side, it's because the driver's side's been hit real bad. It's because the driver's side's bent. I mean, look up here. You don't see the shit. Look, the separation is what we're talking about. Is this shit in between out here and this lip? Like there's like dirt in there. That's not dirt. That's actual rust. That's actual metal that has come apart and it starts to form its own steel. And look at it all down through there. Separation, separation, separation. Until you get right about to here. Now you don't really see it no more. You see a gap, but you don't see separation. I mean, look how tight this is together, how close them two lifts are, and look at this and I mean, that's bad. That's bad. That car is done. And it's not even that. Look, the cow's rusted out.
Yep.
So, a big hole in the cow.
See you guys next time. Remember, poor man's shop forever, the rest never. Check out our friends Fast Stang, or Mako, Lipstick Garage, Fast Stang, Still Scrapper Kingdom, and until tomorrow night, fuck you, Barry, leave them kids alone. Anything you want to add? Fix your fucking cow, Barry.
Now, we opened up the playpen. We took out the baby maker and opened up the playpen.
Yeah.
We've had somebody take parts off of it since it's been sitting there. Oh. Yeah, they better be watching it. I catch anybody out here, I'm going to shoot them. He just bought a grill, and I think the grill... Hey, kids. One beautiful mom over there. She looks really young.
$10 for that radio.
She might even be the mom. She might be the mom's other child. Beautiful lady, though. Beautiful girl. So here's what we're looking. I couldn't stand the stink in there if I went in his lobby or his apartment, you know what I mean? Them guys are nasty, you know that, right? And black people don't take a bath. Oh my God. They get these what they call ringworms in their head. Oh my God. And
talk about lice. Oh my God. And the women are just as bad. Oh God, no. I don't think I want to. Oh. They stink that bad. Oh. And their clothes are probably all just ugh, you know. Oh my God. Yeah, I had one of them.
Is that why Ryan don't have a mom around? That's David. Yeah, you got your ass. I see what you know, Brian. You look like a walking amputation, baby. You know what I mean? I'd be embarrassed about it like that. Tell these motherfucking people what the fuck you mean by that. What do you mean by he looks like a walking amputation? What is your meaning behind that? So you can't say, oh, they're editing my shit, making me say these things. No, Barry. So I'm gonna jump off here, Barry. Let's prove you further you're a piece of shit.
Attack him. I didn't do anything to him.
I know, but the language.
Anytime, boy! Anytime! Come on, Dad, let's go. This is in the 70s, Dad. Coward!
Scared me.
Come on, Dad, let's go.
Hey, it takes a bigger man to
He's got
walk
his
away.
camera off.
Bigger man to walk away.
Coward!
Kind of weird you want to fuck a 25-year-old.
What's your mouth?
Come the
Little
fuck
kids
on,
around.
motherfucker!
Sir.
Go on, please. Go on, there's a bunch of kids.
Please, Dad, come on, let's go.
I'm not going anywhere.
Come on, Dad, come on. You come to my show? You run your goddamn cocksuckers? Yeah, you, motherfucker! Please, Dad. Come on, Dad. He's right. There's kids. Come on, Dad.
Attack him. I didn't do anything to him.
I know, but the language.
Anytime, boy! Anytime! Come on, Dad, let's go. This is in the 70s, Dad. Coward!